we begin in Bristol, or more accurately on the outskirts of Bristol, as our 4 investigators are heading up in the direction of St. Agnes Asylum. I believe, being who you are, you would have called ahead... Well, actually, this is a question. Have you informed Dr. Highsmith, who runs the asylum, Charles Highsmith, to be precise, that you are coming, or are you springing this visit on him?
I think Martin would have arranged beforehand to speak with him, basically. But I believe Nigel might have been doing something else. He might have been getting a tour through someone else, if I remember. Unless we're all arriving at the same time.
Well, this is going to be another question. You made contact with an orderly called Frederick Long, who works at the asylum. So, who you know is on shift today. So you know there's Charles Highsmith, who runs the place. You know there's Frederick Long, who is an orderly. There's the 2 names I believe you have for people who currently work there. You also did find out about someone who used to work there, who was murdered back in August, a man by the name of Cuthbert Yates, whose brother, Tim Yates, owns a pub down in Bristol. So, are you all arriving as one, or are you 2 separate parties?
I've got a feeling if we split up, we can cover more, because if I speak to the doctor and I'm accompanied by someone else, and Nigel speaks with the orderly, and it has someone else, we can cover 2 different directions for information, possibly. But that's
2 separate parties, then? Who's in which party?
Well, I think Nigel will be in Nigel's party.
That seems a reasonable place for Nigel to be.
Is Tim Yates coming along with? I mean, I did have that conversation back at the pub that Martin, Mr. White, got thrown out of.
Yeah, you had a conversation with Frederick Long, who you know works here. I believe he was the person you spoke to, whereas Tim was the... Don't remember you actually having a conversation with...
Oh, that might have been the person who threw me out.
Yeah, Tim was the person who threw him out.
Right, okay.
Frederick was the person you spoke to.
It's been a whole week, sorry.
No, this is why I was... I have...
Yeah, Tim
I have... My notes from Frederick Long is he's a stocky, red-headed man, as opposed to...
Yes.
Yeah, that's my notes from Tim, which is just massive guy.
I guess Roger would have conferred with Martin and Nigel beforehand, given he saw the 2 figures in the vision. Which group would probably be better, knowing that he would recognize the figure that was trying to attempt to summon Carcosa, likely the I don't want to say prisoner, but patient, I guess is a good name.
Impatient, yeah.
Impatient, yes, indeed.
Nigel might be the best bet for that then, because he's getting like a tour as such, isn't he? So he's having more of a look, because I'm just speaking with the lead doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll cover more ground that way. Yeah.
So Avery, are you with Nigel's gang or Martin's gang? You don't have to have evenly divided gangs if you don't want to. You can also start a 3rd gang of your own if you want to make a separate attempt in. But my question is...
You could always make a portal in.
I mean, that's obviously the best solution, but I might need the sanity for something else later on.
Because it would be nice to make a quick exit if we have to.
I think I would make sure that we are always 2 people.
So you're going with Martin.
So I'm going with Martin, yeah.
Okay. So, who would arrive first? Is it the group that has an appointment with Highsmith, or the group that's coming to meet Mr. Long?
Depends what time was my appointment for. Was it...
What time would you like to make it for? This is in your hands?
I'd say as early as possible, so it can cover like normal office hours, so probably 9ish.
Okay.
But if the staff start there earlier, then the other group might want to arrive at an earlier point.
Oh, other group, do you want to be there before 9 or after 9?
Well, I don't know if we want to get there too early, because we're not staff, and it would look unusual for us to be walking about before
normal office hours. I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe just a bit after 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, you make your way up to the asylum. So we're starting off with the arrival of Martin and Avery. And as you come up to the front, you can see there's these two wings of the building and this courtyard that forms the third side. I realise that I did not share this image with you, and I will do so shortly. And as you're making your way up, what did you... You don't need to give like the full specifics, but what was the general gist of your explanation to Highsmith as to why you're coming? What was your pitch to him?
I had someone I'd possibly like to spend some time with in the future, and I'd heard that his techniques were rather modern, and I was thinking whether his techniques could help someone get better rather than just keep him in. That makes sense. Or maybe not. But basically, possibility of
essentially,
having a
sort of like viewing this.
Yes, inquiring on a sort of not a professional capacity, but as possibility of having a future patient there.
That makes sense.
Nothing to do with Avery, of course.
What? We never.
Okay, so as you make your way up to the front of this place, you see it's fairly quiet. It's not a lot of bustle or movement around it. Quite early in the morning still. There are some staff around, but there's not really any. Matty, you probably see like a couple of nurses arriving for the day of work, and like an orderly sort of bundling in like a stack of linens over towards the laundry. But as you make your way up sort of to the main entrance of the building, you are greeted by the doctor himself. Heads out down the front steps to greet you, and you see you don't recognise him. He's not the man from your vision. He is this man with.
I never saw him. I never had the vision.
That is a good point. Okay, I will correct it. He doesn't match the description that Roger gave you when describing the man from the vision for you to draw, although you're not sure how good that description was, really. So you don't think, maybe it is this man. He's a man. You know what? Actually, maybe he is the man from the vision. Yeah. But he doesn't look like the one Roger described, but maybe you just completely misunderstood Roger's description. He has got his brown hair, sort of neatly trimmed beard, rather bushy eyebrows. So dressed as more of a country gentleman than a doctor. He's got
matching outfits.
There's there's tweed involved in his outfit, and he's smoking a pipe as he walks down to greet you. Good morning.
Good morning, Doctor.
Yeah. Good morning. Glad you could make it on time. Yeah, it's always a good.
Well, I was visiting Bristol to do with business ideas, pleasure meeting, and I thought, well, I'd pop in and see because, I'd heard you were quite modern with your techniques up here. But should we wander in and have a look around, or?
Yes. Come in. Here we are. Let's begin. So this, as you can see, is the courtyard, and here you can have outdoor exercises in a nice, controlled and contained space. We don't need. Most of our guests are not a flight risk, so to speak, but it's always good to be certain. And then we have the rest of the building divided into two blocks. Over there is administration. You see there's a little adjoining corridor, and that larger 3-story building over there that is, houses the laundry and dining area on the bottom there, and then upstairs are where we keep our guests.
Yes, that's the best way to refer them. They're not prisoners after all.
No, although,
for patients.
Some of our guests are voluntarily visiting us. Some of our guests are staying at the courtesy of their families. Others are, in fact, prisoners. They are not permitted to leave. They have been committed here for crimes committed under their minds were not entirely their own. So they are, in fact, those ones are prisoners. Just to make that clear. Not all of them, but some of them are.
Yes, I'd heard some nightmare
We keep them
stories.
separate.
Yeah, I'd heard some
Mostly.
nightmare stories from relating to a former facility in Brighton, I believe. So I was hoping this place was much better.
Brighton. Oh, you mean the
old stories.
The old Elbrook place, yeah.
And when I heard about yourself here, I will admit, I've been asking around about the site before arriving, and I was told it's quite modern up here regards new treatment techniques, and I was wondering what the recovery rate is like, whether you've got, or whether you believe it's possible to help someone recover rather than keep them locked up indefinitely, whether there is...
Very much depends on why they're staying with us. Some of our guests make a full and rapid recovery in a short manner of time. They just need, a bit of good country air and some distance from the troubles of the city and the troubles of life. Others, I'm afraid, are a little harder to resolve, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the gentleman I was thinking of, he's quite a talented engineer, but now and again has moments of high anxiety.
Oh, sorry, we weren't introduced. So Charles Highsmith, he offers his hand to Avery.
It's fine. Are you looking for a place for me?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Should you have a bad moment, that's what I mean.
And you see Highsmith looks between the two. We don't usually get people pre-touring our facilities.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I'm not bad.
Personally.
Well, I wanted to make sure this place would be comfortable if it was required.
Yeah, sure.
Well, in that case, I will take you on a tour. I'll show you our recreation rooms and our dining hall and our gardens. We have some nice gardens down the hill. Under supervision, some of our guests can take a nice walk, view. There's some ponds there. I believe there used to be trout ponds from when this was an abbey built on the site.
What about reading facilities? Is there a library or somewhere they can study?
Yeah, we have a library. We have
studying.
For some of our guests. Yes. Where should we begin? Let's begin with a tour of. Let's start with the recreation area and then go down through the gardens to the trout ponds. I just like the ponds at this time of year. They're just very peaceful. And he begins to take you on this tour.
Peace is good. As
you head through sort of a tour of his facilities, which are, for the time, very modern. I'm not sure they'd quite be up to scratch under all modern sort of psychiatric practices, but for the time, this is quite forward-thinking. At least the bits he's showing you. The bits he's showing you are very much, some people sat around, reading, everything looks quite peaceful.
Does he seem to be deliberately trying to conceal something from us?
You can make me a psychology roll if you think, is he trying to sort of...
Just seeing if he...
hide.
Yeah, if he's accidentally doing so, then fair enough, but whether he's deliberately trying to... No, it's a fail, I can't tell.
It's hard to be sure. But yeah, as you're going around, is there anything you particularly want to do? Anything you particularly want to point his attention to or ask about?
I mean, the library, obviously. There might always be weird stuff in there, despite, it being...
What sort of things the guests are allowed, like possessions, or if there's... what items are they allowed to keep? For example, pens, drawings, writing materials, that sort of thing, so you can do sketching, painting, that sort of thing. Or
tools?
Yes, that sort of thing. Just what sort of things they've got access to whilst they're here. Also, how do I deal with violent patients? Especially, I will as he's showing us around, because obviously the second group will probably arrive in the meantime, I'd probably inquire about some of their more famous guests.
Okay. So for the first part, it's very much, as he describes it, patient dependent. Like, some of them are not allowed sort of anything unsupervised, whereas others are, allowed writing materials and books and free use of the library during their time. He talks more about that side. He's very much focusing on the people who are here by choice, the people who their families have sent them here for, their own comfort and safety. He doesn't, until you press him on it, he doesn't really talk much about the ones who are sort of confined to their cells and not allowed anything. But yeah, as you make your way down out of the main building through sort of the gardens, you can see the old walls of what used to be the abbey here. You can see up on the hill the main asylum, and you can see his lovely trout ponds, very, very lovely. How are you broaching the topic of the more famous visitors, Just Agnes? What are you saying?
Well, I'd outright ask. Actually, not. I would ask about I'd be inquiring about the safety for the guests, especially considering the
safety.
Yes, there had been a matter of a murder recently, or a death. I'm not sure whether it was a member of your staff or one of your patients.
Yes, you heard about that, did you?
Well, I was looking into a lot of things before I arrived to make sure I had all the facts, but obviously it's impossible to get everything, so I thought it's easier just to ask directly.
Yes, poor Mr. Yates. That was an unfortunate and isolated incident.
Well,
in which one of our patients suffered a small break from this reality, and unfortunately was able to, at the time, get his hands. We believe Mr. Yates had a knife in his possession that then ended up in the patient's possession, and unfortunately this ended very poorly for Mr. Yates. But we have tightened up our security protocols, our procedures for our orderlies since then, and we can assure you that we do not expect any repeat of this incident, and the patient in question is securely confined at all times.
Is it normal for orderlies to visit patients whilst carrying knives?
No, the orderlies should not be carrying knives. No, that's far be upon me to blame Mr. Yates's death on Mr. Yates, but he should definitely not have been carrying a weapon of any sort anywhere on the premises.
Oh, I heard actually about the death when I was in the town itself, and I was asking about the facility, and I ran into his brother. That is how I heard about it.
Well, as I explained to other Mr. Yates,
yes,
and
he actually
to the
threw
police,
me out of the building.
We have tightened up our security procedures since we are assured that this is an isolated incident, and we have changed our methods since then, and we can assure everyone concerned that there will not be a repeat incident.
And that was it? Just an isolated incident, no repeats?
Isolated, yes.
It was quite recent though, wasn't it?
Yes. Where are we now? We're in time flies. October, isn't it? Yes, this would have been a couple of months back, end of August.
Well, glad to hear you've tightened it all up since, and there hasn't been a repeat. So, was there often issues with that particular patient, or?
No, as I said, isolated incident. We did not think this coming. We did not expect this to happen. We could not have foreseen it.
It could not have been prevented.
It could not have been prevented.
But you don't have any concerns about any of your staff or similar patients?
No, they no. As I said, security has been tightened. We have vetted everything securely. Expect no repeats.
Sorry to question you about this, but would you be willing to show me that your patients are secure?
Well, it's not really appropriate for members of the public to be, just visiting willy-nilly. Give me a roll here.
What would you
Give
like me to
me...
roll?
I think this would either be... Well, this is sounding like
Persuade.
persuasion at the moment.
Okay.
Unless you can lean into it being something else.
No, I'll go with persuade. So
I'm afraid we can't allow as part of our new security procedures, we can't allow random visitors in to see some of our more temperamental guests. I'm afraid. Yeah. Whilst they're having this conversation, Avery, are you
I'm
contributing to this
basically
conversation, or are you just kind of watching them? And what are you doing as they're talking?
I'm keeping like a bit of a distance, and just look around curiously, trying to spot anything that might be of interest. At the same time, trying to think, trying to suss out if Martin is actually trying to put me in a in one of those cells or not, or if it's just his excuse. But I'm gonna present a bit eccentric.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So when you say you're looking out for something, what kind of somethings are you looking for here?
I mean, there's people reading, so I would probably check what kind of books those are. Trying to scope, take a look at the book titles, try to take any behavior that is odd. I mean, we're in a psychiatric ward. There might be, just normal odd things around, but
I'd say you observe normal odd things. The books that people are reading there is nothing alarming or unusual about any of the titles you see. Nobody is sat there sort of reading like the Necronomicon in the corner. This is very much,
All right. Nothing.
I'd say the thing you'd mainly notice from what they're reading is very much light reading. I don't know enough of 1920s and previous titles, but it's all very sort of. There's nothing like too dramatic.
Yeah, not even fantastical, not even.
No, it's all very sort of boring looking books where possibly not a lot happens. They're reading Mansfield Park. No. For the record, I have nothing against Austin as a whole. I just have something against Mansfield Park.
Sure. Okay. That seems very, very useless stuff. Okay. So I guess that seems perfectly fine. And otherwise, I'm just gonna keep an eye out. Anything that I'm noticing.
You could always do a psychology roll on Martin, see if he's been honest about this.
That's fair.
If you're actually worried.
Yeah, if you're worried about this, yeah, I'll let you have a psychology roll.
You know what? I'm gonna take that 1 point of luck to check if Martin.
Okay, Martin, are you really considering sending Avery here?
Not today, no.
Okay.
But is it something that's crossing your mind? Like, as you're walking around, would Avery get the impression that this is a real consideration that Martin is having, or is it fully a bluff?
This is actually a bluff.
Okay.
But one thing he may have picked up on is he is actually looking at whether this could be somewhere for members of the society to go in the long run should they lose their minds. Not necessarily Avery now, but he is actually assessing the facility for its quality, but he's not thinking of putting anyone there now.
Okay.
So he's honest about wanting to case out the place as such, but not about putting Avery there.
Okay. So, are all the books this type of board drivel that people can read here?
Not drivel. It's just not too. There's no murders in it. There's no murder mysteries. There's no like. It's carefully curated.
Oh, okay. So I wouldn't find like, I don't know, tomes about sciences or something.
Educational stuff.
educational
There's probably
stuff.
some educational stuff in there.
All right,
Yes.
all right, all right. But the people don't read that because it's also not their thing. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What about poetry, that sort of thing? Poetry and plays.
Yes, probably some poetry in plays. Yes, The King in Yellow is not there. You don't see it on any of the titles. Just putting it out there.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, you make your way down through the place, through the gardens, having this conversation, looking out, not really seeing anything out of the ordinary.
Are we being watched by anyone? Like out of the ordinary, some attention, not from
I don't know.
necessarily from
Are you?
the
Give me
staff. I'm thinking.
give me a spot hidden. See if anyone is.
See if there's any stuff. Oh, I've fumbled.
Yes, you
I
are.
probably
Yeah.
tripped and I probably fall in the pond or something stupid.
I would say actually, yeah, you are being so sort of as you're looking around, like
I just
a little
step
almost like
into it.
twitchy at times. Like Highsmith gives you the occasional side glance because you are clearly like distracted by something because you're trying to look if anyone is watching you.
Yeah. Slightly
You don't see anyone
paranoid.
watching you, but Highsmith sees you looking for someone watching you.
Yeah.
As you nearly like walk off a wall or stumble in the trout pond.
Trip over
You're
something.
distracted, but you're clearly distracted. But yeah, as this is going on, well, or a short time after your tour begins, our B team, Nigel and Roger, arrive up at St. Agnes.
Now, did we make plans with Frederick to meet him at a particular place?
I don't know that you actually. I mean, we could retcon this slightly, but I don't recall you actually making specific plans with Frederick.
Okay.
It was more, I work here. Oh, that's nice. We might come up and visit.
Okay. Well,
I
then
think, if I recall rightly, was the gist of it.
okay. Then let's say we go to reception and ask to see Frederick Long if he's.
Oh yeah. Frederick's here. Frederick, two people here to see you. And Mr. Long comes hurrying out. One moment. Just to put sets down a stack of like clean sheets he was carrying.
Mr. Long, I hope this isn't an inconvenient
Mr. Hargreaves,
time.
you came up to visit.
Yes. Hope this is a good time.
As good a time as any. Who's
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Long. Roger Savoy.
An associate of mine.
Yes.
Good to meet you. Right.
So,
What do you want to know? What do you want to see?
well, I would like to see the accommodations for the patients, and a general tour through the facility. I mean, just in case, some of us who are being a little frayed around the edges need to set up a place to rest a bit.
Okay, I am going to ask her for a roll here, and this is going to eventually get how much of a tour you're going to get here from Frederick. This is more of just a cursory look around or a full deep dive into the workings of this place. So, again, as with Martin, I think this does sound more like persuade, maybe a bridging a fast talk, but
Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, definitely fast talk.
okay. So this is a hard success on a fast talk. They're trying sort of, and you're going with you're looking around this sort of a similar story to Martin's. Really, you're looking for this for future friend who's staying here. That's the story you're going with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well,
So
if it's
go ahead.
this way, if it's a friend you come in here, then I better give you the full tour, what's and all.
Well, absolutely. That's exactly what I'd like to see. Do you ever have any self commits?
Not many. A few. There's like 5. They have the nice rooms on the downstairs.
Okay. And Keeper, just for reference, is Harrowell and Proby upstairs or down?
I'm gonna say upstairs. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Um,
I won't say anything about them to him,
Yeah.
to Frederick.
yeah. This map only has one floor. I'm going to go with this being like the middle floor, essentially. So the upstairs of the administration building, and then like, so this is not the floor where the two join. I imagine the map is liable to change. Reality is fungible.
Yes. Okay. As someone who's
What do
low
you
on
mean?
sanity,
There
I
was-
totally understand.
There was
Oh,
never a door in this room. If the keeper told you there was a door in this room, you must have imagined it.
But no, we
yeah.
we really do appreciate the tour because it helps
Alright,
invest
this way,
the
this way.
investigation that I'm doing.
over there, that's the boss's office. As I said, downstairs is the nice guests. There's the recreation room, there's the refectory, there's, I said, I think there's 5 or so guests who came here of their own choice. They can use the library, do some watercolors, that sort of thing.
I mean, when I said some people that are fraying about a little bit about the edges, that was something of a self-reference.
Well, you seem far too sane to end up in a place like this. I wouldn't want to end up in a place like this.
No, why not? What would?
This way. And he begins leading you up the stairs. As he leads you up the stairs, you notice that like it gets a bit plainer in decoration. There's a much more of a smell that you. Roger, I'm going to ask for a sanity check from you here, as you head up the stairs from Roger.
A sanity check for a smell, okay?
Yeah.
Smells like snake.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, there we go. It wasn't scrolling. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're able to keep it together perfectly fine. But as you make your way up the stairs, you are struck by a memory, essentially. Like, smells bring back memories very, very vividly. And as you come up the stairs into the upstairs of this building, this smells like a familiar place. The smell, the mingling of antiseptic and a hint of blood and clean. This is the same smell you had during the vision.
Yep.
And yeah, it all sort of comes flooding back to you as you make your way upstairs into this corridor between a series of doors, like the door in your vision. These sturdily built doors with like a sort of, almost like a little shuttered end grill at the top, and they're all locked from the outside. This is no longer sort of a gentle return to the countryside. This is very much a prison-like environment. These doors are locked. The corridor is plain, lit by lights that are a little too bright for comfort. And your feet sort of ring quite loudly on the ground as he walks along and goes, yeah, this is where we keep them. I bring in fresh linens. I help with the washing and sorting. But they end up in here. More like they aren't getting out again. About half of them are here because their families sent them to get them out of the way, you know. Peace of mind, never hear from them again. Can't let down the family name if no one knows who you are or where you are.
Very true, right?
And the other half have, well, done something bad enough to get himself sent here. Got a couple of murderers, that sort of thing.
And I noticed the locks on the outside of the doors.
I've been running around.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
No, certainly
I
not.
just kind of look at Roger. I mean, I don't want to say out front in front of Frederick just yet.
Yeah. As soon as Roger gets that smell and that memory, he'll actually move towards Nigel, just kind of get his hands on his shoulder and pull him back just a little bit from Mr. Long. Just lean in and whisper, "It's here." I was like, "It's here." Trying to stage whisper.
Okay.
And as you're having this, can you two make me a group luck roll, please, for the pair of you?
I'm 41 at the moment.
I'm 54.
And can we also have a group luck roll for the other pair? A separate one, just that I'll bring up in a moment.
I am at.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry.
44?
I misunderstood.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
so
at
Nigel
44.
had the lowest luck in that
Yeah.
group
You're
B.
the lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Nigel
Yeah,
rose for Group B,
Yep.
and that is a failure for Group B.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, can I spend 40 points of luck? No, I
To
know.
reduce your luck for nothing, yes.
Yes. Yes. So you can spend 40 points of luck, and then you have no luck, and then
No, it doesn't work
the
that way.
cycle continues. You've broken man. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. The lucky group are outside, the unlucky group are inside at this point. So, as you're making your way down this corridor, as this Roger is confirming that, yeah, he knows this place, he knows this smell, you see a figure coming down the corridor in the other direction. This tall, sturdily built figure, probably bigger than Tim Yates. Which is this broad-shouldered gentleman. And you see, as he sort of comes around the corner, Frederick sort of shies back a little as this new figure appears, and he goes, you hear him go, Long? What is the meaning of this? Who are these men? What are they doing up here?
I had asked for a tour.
Question for the storyteller. Do I recognize that voice?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No. This is not the voice of either of the men you heard talking in the vision. This is a man with, as is traditional for NPCs in my games, an accent that I cannot do.
Fair.
So he sounds, he's got this deep and low West Country sort of accent. So the accent of the local area. But yeah. Yeah. Frederick probably also has a similar accent. Everyone here is West Country, and I can't do West Country. We don't give tours. Well, they're not doing any harm. Price, they're just visiting. I'm just showing them doors. There's nothing. Get them out of here now. Or I'll have you for Highsmith and Evans.
I don't want you in trouble. Then let's go.
No, certainly. Yeah, we don't want to cause any trouble.
Right. Yeah, I'll escort them out. You had better do that. Get on with it. You would feel the weight of him scowling after you as you make your way out, as Long leads you out of this corridor at a significantly quickened pace to him leading you in. And as you turn and head down the stairs back to the ground, you see him sort of let out this breath.
All right.
Price, one of the orderlies.
Price. That's his name.
Yes.
Price. What's his whole name?
Walter Price.
Oh, okay. Price Walter? Oh no.
No, Walter Price is his surname.
Oh, okay.
Who ever heard of anyone having Price as a first name?
Well, you never know.
It's the West Country. I mean,
it's a strange world.
Oh.
He seemed to have an effect on you there.
I don't like that. He's a difficult man. He's
does he treat the patients well, or is he as authoritarian with them as he is with you? Apparently.
Oh, he's pleasant with the other orderlies compared to the patients.
Oh,
if that was pleasant. My God.
That's him at his best. He's an interesting character.
Any idea what the source of that sort of antagonistic behavior is? I mean, is it, or has he always been that way?
No, he started. He was part of the new intake back in the summer.
Oh, he's a new employee.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, he started back in August, I think. And not long before the Yates incident.
Oh, okay. Before?
Before, yeah. Yeah, we took on 3 new nurses in the summer. That was Yates, Price, and Evans.
Yeah, I'd heard about what happened to Yates. How did that happen?
Not here. And
Okay.
he sort of leads you a little further, sort of out of the main building. It's about this point that the tour with Martin and Avery is being led back up to the main building. So out of the corner of your eye, Martin and Avery, you would see Nigel and Roger and this short red-headed figure sort of making their way sort of around the side of the building. They're not particularly noticeable. It's just that you know they're there, so you're keeping an eye out for them. So you see them just exiting a building and making their way around the side. And Nigel and Roger, you would see Dr. Highsmith leading Avery and Martin sort of back up to the main building, as Dr. Highsmith is sort of speaking in a fairly loud voice. Yes, and I'm thinking that maybe when the weather's good in the summer, we could install a swimming pool next to the trout ponds, perhaps. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if that would be a good idea. What do you think, Mr. White, Mr. Collins?
I mean, maybe. Would probably be good for all the people to get some,
Exercise would be good.
relaxation.
Be sort of, I suppose, like meditation of a fashion. It could be.
Yes. Anyway, that concludes our tour. Is there anything else? I think that's everything. I'd better get back to my daily rounds.
Of course.
Any more questions before?
What is the sort of cost for admitting people as such?
He gives you a very reasonable price. I refuse to engage with pre-decimalization currency.
It's okay.
Understandable.
I think we'll just head out as he shows us out, then, unless something happens. But we've been lucky so far.
You head out. As Nigel and Roger are sort of in a little, not quite a huddle, but sort of around the side of the building with Frederick. He goes, "Look, I don't know the full details of it. They pinned it on Mr. Harrowell. That's one of the patients. But I don't know. The whole thing was a mess. I mean, literally a mess. I helped mop it up. There was a lot of blood.
More than one person? You by estimating?
Yes, I mean, for myself, I mean, I know a little bit about, the amount of blood that comes out of a human body when drastic things happened, and there was a lot of blood there. More than, poor Cuthbert bled out all over the place.
Well, he was a large man, though.
But there was...
So much that it seemed
there
more
was,
than...
There was just a lot of blood. He gives just think it stays in your mind seeing that sort of thing.
Oh, I don't understand completely.
It does.
And
I was a scout in the war, so I understand.
Yeah, I mean,
you said it was. I'm sorry, Mr. Long. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing: is that everyone, Harrowell said it was Evans that did it. I mean, obviously that's some sort of delusion. Harrowell's version of the story is that Yates and Evans, two of the nurses, had come into his cell to sort of see to his needs and check up on him, and there was an argument between them, and Evans pulled a knife and started going at Yates, and then there was a fight between the two, and Harrowell's description of it was that Evans completely lost his mind, was taking slashes at himself and at Yates, and then left Yates there on the floor, covered in blood, and left. Now, rest of it, that's Harrowell's version of the story. As far as everyone else can tell, there's only they found Yates in Harrowell's cell, all that blood everywhere. Harrowell sort of huddling in one corner, and Evans was, fine, just going about his job. Not a scratch on him, so I mean, he claims to not even been there at the time. He says he doesn't know anything about it, and I mean, one of them's a madman who's literally literally a madman, and the other one is a nurse. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Something doesn't quite add up, but also Harrowell's version of the story doesn't make any sense. Like,
Well, on your regular rounds, do you ever have occasion to go into Harrowell's cell?
Unfortunately, so yes.
And talk. Do you ever talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, he's not a. Honestly, I don't think he poor man had a motor car accident, and his family sent him here. I thought he was quite a sweet man, but yeah.
Well, I was rather hoping to have had a chance to talk to him, but apparently that's not going to happen.
Well, look, we'd have with Price sniffing around. I can't just walk you in there, but I could.
Right? No, I understand. That's
Look, I can try and think of a way. If you come back later, we can perhaps,
Well, does
just keep Price distracted in some way and slip you in.
what time does Price go off shift? I mean, does he leave earlier in the day or come in late?
Price is one of the ones well, I wouldn't say he's not as local. He doesn't live down in the town like me. He stays here. There's accommodation on site for some of them.
Okay.
Some of them live in. Not me. You couldn't pay me enough to sleep here.
No, of course not.
And there's no good pub either.
No.
Yeah, I usually head down the hill, but yeah, he sleeps here. But he usually probably works until I think he's on day shift today. So by evening he should be back in his rooms. So perhaps if you come back after dark, we can quietly sneaky it in.
Well, that definitely is a good option.
Yeah.
Well, I better actually, unless there's anything else in the I better.
So, all right, then.
Back to
Thank you
work.
very much for that, and I certainly hope you don't have any repercussions from Price over this.
So do I. And he hurries off to do his job.
Right.
So both of your
Question.
tours can. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, question for storyteller. Before we left, or we heard Highsmith speaking.
Yes. Yeah. Highsmith is sort of.
Did I recognize that voice?
No, you do
Okay.
not. You do not recognize Highsmith's voice.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so Highsmith essentially deposits Avery and Martin back outside the front door and heads back into his office. So both of your tours have concluded. And if you wish, you're able to sort of reconvene either directly here at St. Agnes's or just slightly down the road if you want to be out of sight of the asylum.
Might be better to be just a little out of sight.
Yeah, we'll probably walk away separate as two separate groups, and once we're out of sight, come together.
Right.
Yeah, so once you walk away and once you're out of sight, you come together like round the corner, like no one's gonna see you from like the windows from here.
Okay. Well, Roger, at least we got cut short, but at least we got confirmation of what you had seen.
Yes. That smell is unforgettable, and that was. Sorry, that was like a punch in the face. That was definitely the location of the cell, somewhere in there.
Okay, what would smell? Didn't smell anything downstairs.
Well, I would imagine not. Oh, bless you, Avery.
Bless you.
Thank you. Well,
Of course. No, the smell of antiseptic and just like a hospital. Almost, it was in the hallway that Nigel and I walked into.
Yeah, there really were cells with locks on the doors.
Yes,
That's the right place.
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
has to be.
We didn't find a great deal, to be fair. I wasn't able to convince the doctor to give us a full tour.
Yeah,
Well,
he only wanted to show the sites that you would, go to on a vacation or something.
But at least he kept him out of your way.
Yes. Well, we had an incident on our own.
Yeah.
So didn't recognize anyone, or
No.
I'm
No
just wondering
figures,
how-
no voices.
no? Just wondering how else we could get more information about this place. Because
Well,
we need to speak to Roby.
Well,
somehow.
we have tentative plans to come back at night. Long invited us to come back after some really officious man. Price is his name?
Yes, Price.
Walter Price.
Walter Price, yep.
Um,
Not Price Walter. We
Yes.
discovered.
So we could return after dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because we mentioned we wanted to talk to Harrowell, whose story is very different from what we've heard.
Yes.
Because Long was one of the orderlies that had to clean up after the Yates murder.
Yeah, from what the doctor told us, he said that it was the orderly who must have brought a knife with him, then was killed by the patient. That's what he told us.
That's not agreeing with what we just heard.
No.
I suspect he was telling us he was fibbing.
The
That's
PR
official.
version of the
Yes, because he wanted to cover up the fact of this happened on his watch.
The short story is that one of the other orderlies, was it, or nurse, Evans,
Yes, Evans, yes. I think it was the two orderlies.
was the one who did all the hacking and bloodletting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you meet Evans at all?
No,
No.
we only met Long and Price.
Well, I wonder. The vision you had, Roger, was it nighttime, sort of evening? Do you remember it was quite dark outside, if I remember, through the cell?
I believe.
I think it was dark, which would, if they've got nurses on at different shifts and orderlies, maybe
Yes.
Evans is on the late shift
Yes, it was.
instead
it
of
was
Price.
It was dark outside. The lights were on in the rooms.
If that makes sense. So perhaps Price and Evans do the same job in monitoring that area. So perhaps Evans will be the one on the later shift.
It could be. I didn't recognize the voice of Price, so
So yeah, definitely worth returning in the evening.
yeah.
I mean, we could just, knock on the barracks of the people that live here and that have the night shift, and then just
Price-
ask them a couple of sentences, and you might recognize the voice.
But we do need to be careful. I believe that Price stays on site. He doesn't always go home.
Yeah, that is one mean mug we do not want to run into again, I believe.
Yeah, I thought Tim Yates in the bar was big. This man was much bigger.
No, it's not possible. You don't get people that big.
Oh, yes, you do. Unless, of course, he's not entirely human.
Oh,
I mean,
I
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe it's just things are bigger in the country.
Yeah, it's true.
Could be.
Something in the water, who knows?
Yeah.
But, yeah, we've got plenty of time really to kill to prepare if we need to, because well, still morning. Let's see. Why don't we grab something to eat in town? And I've got some stuff I could do this afternoon. I should really look into some business matters for my brother whilst I'm here. Make some general inquiries so it looks as if I'm doing some work. And we could get ready for returning after dark, perhaps.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah.
So, other than filling your time with small business matters, is there anything you wish to do before returning that night to the asylum once more?
Well, dinner.
Dinner.
Okay, apart from, food and... Okay. For
Probably
reference,
find
when I
a-
say, is there anything you want to do, just always assume, is there anything interesting and or relevant that you wish to do?
Oh, I see.
Oh, possibly find a nice wine and cheese shop.
But cheese murders, obviously.
Okay.
But no.
A bit of cheese that can get sharpened to quite an edge.
Okay. So you're returning after nightfall to St. Agnes. And one question is, how are you dressed and what are you bringing with you?
I mean, probably my toolkit, my small one, so I can open any locked doors that we might need to open. And like darker clothing, in case you need to, not be seen.
I'm not sure. Well, do you think we should go the frontal assault again, going in through reception?
Well, there's no other door to get in, is there?
Didn't seem like it. I mean, to
I
be
don't-
fair,
We're not exactly good at breaking and entering.
No,
There's probably a couple of entrances to the building. There's entrances to the administration building and to the main building. And bear in mind that this was as suggested by Frederick, that he's sneaking you in after dark here.
Right. So would he have mentioned meet me at the
Yeah,
the
so
western...
it would have been like a meet me, like
Okay,
Oh,
so we
round
have
the
a
back
place
of the
to...
administration building. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so likely soft-soled shoes, dark clothing, but not obviously blank bag type things and black
Yeah,
masks.
yeah, that's what my
Yes.
question is. You dress
Just-
dark and plain, but not like
Not
you've not
thief.
pulled balaclavas over your heads.
No.
Not like...
yeah, just
Nothing
dark
suspicious.
clothes, soft shoulder.
Nothing bright.
Okay.
Just something.
And
Yeah.
so Avery has his tool bag. A very
Yes.
important question: are any of you armed with any weapons of any
No.
sort?
No, not in this.
Not at all.
Roger does have the dagger hidden up his sleeve.
Okay.
But I think the
I'm
tool...
I
Go ahead.
will actually mention to you, do you think I should bring my cane gun?
Does it bear any resemblance to a weapon to the casual observer?
At first
A
glance, it
walking
wouldn't.
stick.
At first glance, it would look like a walking stick. Under examination, it would become clear that it is in fact a cane gun.
Hmm.
For anyone to check.
It is an air gun. To be fair, it's probably a bad idea because there's no guarantee I'm the only one who'd have access to it. So I'd probably just bring a normal walking stick. Probably just class as a small club or a medium club. Just a hefty walking stick. Just
Yeah.
Well, Avery, it's a good thing to bring your tools, because the setup is exactly as Roger had seen. These cells that the people we will need to talk to have locks on the outside of the doors. We need to consider the possibility of escape should, if while we're in there, someone come behind us and block the door.
Well, if I remember correctly from the vision, there's a viewport on the door as well that it
But
seemed like it
Yes.
could open from the
But there is-
outside.
Something of a precipitous drop.
Oh, I just meant a small door.
Yeah,
on
there's a
the door
hatch.
to talk
Each
in.
of the doors has
Yeah.
a hatch. Yes.
Hatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
jail cell, prison cell, just slide it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. I can't say it without doing the mime. Okay. Okay. So yes, Roger has his dagger, and Martin has his walking stick, and Avery has his tools. Lockpicks.
And I will have only my ever-shortening wits.
Perfect. So yes, you meet Frederick around the side of the building. He looks a little nervous as he's glancing around. Alright, I saw Price leave about half an hour ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
he left this facility.
Yeah. Well, no,
Okay.
went to his rooms over there in the
Ah,
the
okay.
administration
Okay.
block. So,
Does he ever do night rounds? Just to...
there'll be someone on
Amazing.
doing night rounds. So we've got about an hour before whoever's on night shift is due to go round. It should be
Not Evans, is it?
Can you give me a group luck roll, please?
Well, we know mine's high.
Okay. I'm
Mine's
41.
I think it's
I
Nigel's.
think Nigel is the lowest here.
I think
Just-
so, yeah.
Just shy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh God, no.
How did you know? Yeah, it's Evans. He's due to come round in about an hour's time.
Well, you mentioned him in when you were telling me what happened in Harrowell's cell. I didn't know if he was one of the.
Yeah, no, he's on tonight's night rounds. But yeah, you got about an hour before he's due to come around. So this way, if we.
Okay.
And he gets out a set of keys, unlocks a side door, and leads you up through the building. It's dark and it's quieting down. You can still hear sounds. It's almost more disconcerting at the night. You can I'd say the lights on the main corridor are out apart from like a couple of each end, so it's very much darker now. And in general, it's quieter, but you can still hear the occasional sort of shouts or sounds sort of echoing through this place. Someone somewhere up on the floor above calls out for people to let them out. Sort of a desperate plea. Most of the sounds are muffled and quieter. Someone somewhere nearby is just sobbing softly. These sounds sort of echo in your ears as you make your way up as Long leads you up the corridor towards Harrowell's cell. And he sort of looks at you, like the four of you. So you're sort of up here in this corridor on the first floor, brackets American second floor. As you goes, do you want to go in?
Yes, we'd like to talk to Harrowell.
He undoes the bolts on the outside the door. As the door opens and he gestures you in, and he goes, yes, there's some visitors here. There's no need to be alarmed. They just want to ask a few questions. And he ushers you in. You see, sort of not asleep, sort of almost woken from a perhaps not a full sleep, but a nap or a doze. Is this man perched on the bed at the end? He is this let me check what I've got an age. Probably somewhere in his 50s, maybe older. He's got he's almost bald. What remains of his hair is his close cropped white hair. He is in a sort of full-on straitjacket. Like his hands are behind his back. Like he is not able to sort of move his arms, and he is sat here on this bench-like bed at the end of the room, looking at you with a mixture of probably like curiosity and fear in his eyes. Like there's a lot of strange people here who, yeah.
Mr. Harrowell.
Who are you? What do you want? Who sent you here?
Well, I'm investigating a case of that event that happened not too long ago, about the murder of Mr. Yates.
I didn't do it. That wasn't me. I did not do it. It wasn't me.
No,
it wasn't
I know,
me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. They keep saying I did it, but it wasn't me. I did not do it.
I'm not accusing you of it. I need to hear your version of what happened in your cell.
It was the devil. The devil did it. The devil walks among us.
Which one?
The devil. You see him in guise of human form. He walks among us.
You mean
You've seen
Thomas
him.
Kennery?
You have looked upon the eyes of the devil. Maybe he used the name Thomas. Old Tom, they call him, you know. Yeah, the devil walks among us. He does.
Ah, so it could be Thomas Kennery.
That would explain so much.
So when he did it, how did he do it?
The devil.
Yeah, how?
He took human form. He stepped into this room with one of his minions, but the minion turned against him. And he turned his blade on this minion and struck him down. And laughing, he struck at himself, and there was blood. But the devil bleeds, but the devil does not die. and he walked out without a wound upon him.
Impressive.
So you say he struck his minion and then himself?
Himself, one, then the other, then again and again. Laughing, you
Does he have other minions?
red with
still
blood,
here?
ran red with blood.
Does he have other minions here?
Oh yeah, he has minions. Among many of them, they're watching among the staff. They're all his minions. You might be too, you just don't know it yet.
Is there anything unusual about the room, like stuff written, carved into the walls, that sort of thing? Just
No, this
nothing?
room is plain and bare and empty. There is no personality to this room, there is no comfort to this room, and there's no mad writings on the walls.
I mean, yeah, how would he with the straight-headed novel?
I was going to ask, is the orderly still here? One
The
who
orderly's
showed-
by the door. You see him like crane his head and goes, I thought I heard something. I'll be right back. I just need to see what that was. Okay, just carry on.
What?
And he hurries off to investigate a noise he just heard.
I'll go towards the door, so if someone were to try and slam it shut, I'd be able to put myself in the way.
Yeah, I'd say with the four of you, like one of you's gonna have to kind of be in the door anyway, because
Yeah, I'm gonna
not
be,
a big
listening.
space.
Yeah, I'm going to be literally against the door if it's opened into the cell. I don't know, is it open in or out? I'm
It
assuming it has
would-
to be open in because
No, I think it would open outwards.
I don't know. Whichever way. If it
I'm trying to
open,
think which is the way that would make most sense that someone can't. I think it has to open out, because if it opens in, someone can like block it and bar it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
Oh,
if it opens
that's-
outwards, they can't.
that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I'll be inside the doorway, but I'll be listening in case I hear what he heard.
Okay, give me a listen check as you're doing that. It's just
Yeah, I'm just
And
not great at this, but oh,
that'll
success.
come in. I'll mention. I'll keep that in mind.
Roger will actually join Martin, having seen Mr. Harrowell, and lean in and just confirm this isn't any of them from the vision.
Yeah, this
Please.
isn't Roby.
The devil,
Is it-
the devil walks and he laughs and he wears guises. You know,
Disguises like Evans.
guys. Evans, yeah. He calls himself Evans. That's not his name. He's the devil. You know that. He's not his name. He's not Evans. He's the devil. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it when he's laughing.
What about Price turning around to face Hallowell? Or Harrowell, sorry.
Price. Price is one of the devil's minions. He is. I keep waving my hands. He cannot wave his hands around. He is one of the devil's minions. He is. He is.
I mean, because we saw him. He's a huge man.
Yeah.
Walks among us. The devil walks among us, and he will paint the walls
Us.
red with blood.
Do you know which room is Roby's room?
Roby.
Roby?
The man beyond the wall who laughs and screams. Roby, I know Roby, yes. He
Ah.
nods his head towards one of the adjoining walls.
Oh.
The devil.
No.
Devil walks with Roby too. Roby is a devil's minion. He walks among us. He does. And it's at this point that, Martin,
Yeah.
you hear a noise from behind you and further down, sort of the direction of the stairwell you came up. You hear a short, cut-off cry of pain, followed what sounds like a thud. And
Okay.
that is going to be where we go to break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. So, here we are at St. Agnes Asylum in the middle of the night, and 4 members of the society are talking to a madman named Lucius Harrowell. You're gathered together sort of at the entrance of his cell in this darkened asylum building. I think Martin is sort of the furthest out into the corridor, and then the other 3 of you are sort of more directly into the room. But you're all quite close together. It's not a very big room. It's not a very big space. And Martin, off in the distance, down this corridor in the direction of the stairwell by which you entered this building, you hear a sound. You hear like a gurgling, cut-off cry of pain and a thud. What is everyone doing?
First thing, I'll whisper to the others quietly. I've just heard a scream by the stairs, and I think someone's just been killed.
Do we know it's the direction that Long went?
I will.
Yes, it's the direction that Long just went in a few moments before.
We probably should check it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's
Probably want to
Long-
shut this door behind us.
I think
Absolutely.
it's a good idea.
And just if so Harry will safe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
so you're shutting the door behind you. Are you locking it again?
I think so,
Yes.
yeah. Actually, let's see the layout. See if there's somewhere we could actually.
I was
Is the
Is
kettle
that
next
some-
to?
Roger's actually
Right.
going to try and check the cell that Harrowell nodded to.
Roby's
saying
cell?
that was Roby's cell. Yeah, he's going to try and open.
Okay, so you're unbolting Roby's cell.
Well, the little peepway.
Oh, yeah, the little
hatch.
peephole.
Yeah.
A hatch! Obviously. Yeah.
To be a little bit safer at first.
No, that is perfectly logical. I forgot for a
Yes.
moment about the hatch I've spent so long describing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But he was.
there was
he-
never a hatch if the keeper mentioned a hatch. You imagine? No.
Yeah.
There
he
is
was
a
gonna
hatch.
mention
There is
that
still a
to,
hatch.
Yeah. He was going to mention that to them if they were going to run down the hall towards the sound. I'm
Oh,
going to
actually,
check this.
Keeper, could you ping on the map which direction the sound came from? Just because we could actually hide behind a corner.
Hang on. It
Okay.
was probably like the bottom end of the map, down.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just
So we
down
could-
towards those stairs down at the bottom.
so we
Oh, that
could
puts me
instead,
closer. Yay.
yeah. So we could, if we want to, just go up, well, north on the map really, and just that corner.
So Roger is opening up to peer into Roby's cell, and as he's doing that, what are the rest of you doing? Are you going towards the sound, away from the sound, or staying put?
I think the plan of concealing ourselves around the corner is a good idea.
So you're going away from the sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Leaving Roger in the corridor.
Seeing the
No.
rest of them.
I'm
like,
gonna
run
stay with
away-
Roger for a moment. At
Okay,
least.
It's
Avery's
like,
staying with
hurry up.
Roger. Martin?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just
What-
take a quick peek. Wow, a quick
What?
peek. A quick peek. Seeing Nigel and
Yeah.
Martin run the other way, and I'll just take a quick. God bless.
A quick peek.
Peek. Thank you. Into the room
Okay.
to see if I can see
You
Roby.
look in. It's dark in there. You can't see very much. There's only a very little light. The moon is not very full at the moment, I don't believe.
Okay.
Wait, it was just waxing.
Yeah, I think it was a largish waxing moon, but there's some moonlight. There's just enough to make out that this room is very much like Halliwell's cell. This is in layout, in size, in plainness. And you can see there is a bed at the end. There seems to be a figure sort of huddled on it, like curled up. It seems to be a dark shape that you think looks like a figure huddled and curled on the bed there.
Okay. Seeing that and seeing Nigel and Martin run, I'll close the hatch again. Look to Avery. Let's get out of here. Let's
Sure.
follow the others, and we'll come back and check when it's safe.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just leaving. You're heading out. You're legging it.
Well, just sort of heading towards just out of sight around the corner because we can always eavesdrop. We'll hear if someone opens any doors.
Okay, so you're just heading up around the corner at the end of this corridor, but you're still on the same floor. You're not going down
Yeah.
the stairs or up the building.
No.
Okay, so I would like you all to give me a stealth roll here.
Oh,
As
perfect.
It's dark, so I'm going to give you all a bonus die because it is dark,
Oh,
and
Oh, okay.
Oh,
if you need it, if you already got a
uh,
success
okay.
anyway, or a hard success anyway, then you know.
Well, I only got a hard.
Yeah. Well, if you want to roll again, you can roll again, and
No,
you might get
no.
an extreme success and be like,
Doubtful.
yeah, I've got a regular, so I mean, I
Yeah,
guess.
me too.
Okay.
bear in mind that I am mean when it comes to hiding in Call of Cthulhu games, and I do operate by the weakest link method.
I mean,
Okay, I can roll. Just roll again for the extra. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Luckily, you do have. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Luckily,
regular.
that's a bonus. That was, you had a regular
Yeah.
one. There's another timeline in which Martin was very much not helping this. But yeah.
No.
Okay, you all make it back around this corner. You're not making a lot of noise. Like, you're quite quiet. You make your way around the darkness. And as you do so, you can now hear footsteps coming up the corridor. Are all of you or any of you like trying to look around the edge, or are you just doing this by sound alone? What's going on?
I think I would be looking.
Okay.
Did that extreme count for Roger?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, he would be kind of peeking around.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're all stealthy enough that if you want to peek. So I'm just more trying to picture. Have we got one person peeking around, or is this a little stacked head situation with the four of you peering around the edge of this corridor?
Well, Nigel isn't
Roger
gonna-
definitely would be peeking to see if the
Okay.
silhouette of this person looks familiar.
So yeah, as those of you that are peeking, you can hear the footsteps, steady footsteps coming up the hall, and see in the dim light. There's only sort of lights going at either end of the hall. It's not brightly lit all the way. It's this silhouette of a figure, and I would say, Roger,
Mm-hmm.
give me a spot hidden, please.
Oh, perfect. Let me move that back over.
As the footsteps get louder and nearer, and Roger, the figure passes under one of the lights that is on. And in fact, it's just as they pass sort of past the light that you're struck with this strong sense of familiar deja vu. I need a sanity roll from you, please.
Oh,
this
dear
This is
God.
bringing back a vision you saw, and this is the moment of
Yeah.
like
Ah,
yeah, I mean, luckily you got an extreme, so you're not. I think you're well enough hidden. Even the rest of you hear is like Roger almost like instinctively like pulls back from like looking around the corner for a moment, as this sort of jolt of like memory goes through you. This is one of the figures from your vision. This is the one who is standing over Roby. This is definitely him,
this is.
and he
the
is
Shadow
here.
Man.
The shadow. Yes.
Yeah.
So you kind of pull back. You let out this little fear.
I guess seeing that, I guess we're far enough away. Yeah, I'll kind of and just whisper, "It's one of them. It's the guy in the shadows." From
This
the
could
vision.
be the vision you saw coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the figure
I think he's
stops
dangerous.
by.
Yep.
He actually stops at Roby's cell rather than Harrowell's. And I have a question for Roger.
Mhm.
Is the hatch on Roby's door open or closed? Does it-
I put it back to how it was, which
Yeah,
I assume was
okay,
closed.
closed, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, he slides it open, and you see this figure sort of peering into Roby's room. He sort of turns to look up and down the corridor, does not see the four of you hiding just around the corner, and reaches in. You hear the jangle of keys and the sound of him sort of undoing Roby's door. He steps into Roby's cell. You can hear him talking. He's not talking particularly loudly. So all you can hear is a voice speaking from inside Roby's cell in a sort of murmured sort of response. You can make me a listen check. It will be hard to hear anything properly because they are talking very quietly. Martin, you have good ears. You are a good listener. You can hear as the man who is not Roby, the tall man who was here. Nobody. I mean, I was asleep. There's nobody here. I promise you, there's nobody here. And then you can hear, like, the muttered sort of voice of Harrowell still in the room next, next door. The devil walks among us. The devil walks among us. He is here. The devil walks. Sort of drowns out the rest of what's said between Roby and the other man. More footsteps. And the tall man is stepping back out of Roby's cell. Are you still there listening round the corner? Are you staying there? Okay. He steps out, closes Roby's cell and goes to open up Harrowell's cell. Harrowell is still muttering and murmuring at this point. The devil, he walks among us. The devil, he walks among us. The devil... Shh. Harrowell falls quiet. Who was here? And Roger, you recognise the voice. It's near softly down the corridor. You recognise that it's his voice, yes.
Okay.
I don't know who they were. They know, though. They know you. They know you. They know the devil. They know your name. Your real name. My real name. Yeah. They call it. I know you. I knew you were never Evans. I know your name. Thomas Kinnery. And there was like a brief pause. And then a bark of like laughter. Oh, very well. What will we do with you? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. And then he pauses. Does he hear him pause and goes, no. No. No sleep yet for you. We're going to go on a little walk, Harrowell. Follow me. Up you come. And Harrowell mutters, No! The devil walks! And you see as the tall man emerges back out of Harrowell's cell, leading Harrowell, who is still in the straitjacket, behind him, and is heading back from the way he came towards the other stairwell, so not in the direction that you are. He's leading Harrowell back in the direction he came. And
I do have a question, Keeper.
Yes?
Mind transfer. If I were to try and rip his soul out his body and put it into, say, a signet ring, what is that something I could do?
This is something that will take time. This is not an instant...
Mind transfer, I mean, yeah.
Mind transfer is not it's not an instant action.
Okay.
Let me see. You can begin...
I don't know how it works.
Essentially, in mechanical terms, the spell takes 5 rounds or more.
Okay, so it's not an instant thing.
It's not an instant thing. This is a sort of a ritual, a process of
cast,
like wrenching someone's mind out from their body and putting it somewhere else.
Yep, okay. We probably should stop him.
Yeah. So you can see he's now sort of reached the far end of the corridor, is heading down out of sight.
Question for the keeper.
Yes?
Actually probably 2 questions. Did I hear what Harrowell or Roby said?
I would say Martin heard all of that. Roger,
Yeah.
you heard the second half of that.
Okay, so I heard
you
Harrowell.
heard sort of after Evans went to speak to Harrowell. Sort of.
Okay.
Before that, Harrowell's muttering was sort of drowning out what was going on.
That was actually the more important thing. Is there anything about this tall figure that does remind me of Kinnery, or was that...
No.
Okay.
He looks nothing like Kinnery. Kinnery is a very short, small man.
Okay.
No, it's not
Just
Kinnery.
making sure. About ready to have more of a nemesis now. Okay.
No, I mean,
yeah,
I will point out from the table, it was you guys who told him that he was really that this was
Yes.
Thomas Kinnery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Roger will agree. We need to do something. This man is dangerous.
If we act now, we can catch him by surprise before. I think he's going to try and set up another murder, blaming this guy for another one.
I think so. I can move fairly quietly.
So you're heading after him down the hallway.
Well, what are you going to do when you catch up to him?
You reckon he's got a fair head start on you by now? You've stopped to talk.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
We're going.
Yeah.
Well, I can try and convince him to stay still, or I can make my point very, very clear.
So you head down the corridor. Are you running or walking by this point? Like, are you trying to like move with speed to catch up, or are you still trying to be sort of quiet and calm?
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean,
And this is a question to each of you independently, essentially, because unless you're stopping to discuss what you're doing, this is what each of you are deciding in this instant.
Martin has no fighting ability at all, but so he'll be trying to be quiet, just heading along after him. But,
Okay. Basically, are any of you running? Because any of you are running are going to get there first.
I'm gonna try to take the other stairs, the other set of stairs, get down and head them off from the other direction.
Okay, so you're going round the building. Okay.
Is there a way to stealthily run, or just kind of stealthily walk fast?
No, basically, this is not necessarily a question about stealth. This is a question about speed. I'm just trying to determine how fast you guys are moving here.
Okay.
The answer is seemingly not fast in Martin's case. Avery's heading up down the stairs, trying to cut off.
Martin's planning to be at the back of the group if they're running.
So what are Nigel and Roger doing?
Okay, I'm following behind them, moving as quickly as I can, but trying to be quiet. I've got on soft-soled shoes. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Same for Roger.
Okay,
Trying to move as quickly as possible, but
So Roger and Nigel are a bit ahead of Martin as you come down round into the stairwell, and it's dimly lit in here. There's only sort of one light bulb, and you see two things in an instant. First of all is Harrowell, sort of crouched against the wall, staring in horror at the second thing, which is the dead body lying across the stairs with a great gout of blood pooling around it. And I need a sanity roll from both of you, and then a sanity roll from Martin as he stumbles onto this a moment later. As you... Harrowell is just staring like in shock and horror at this, at the definitely dead body of Frederick Long lying sprawled on the stairs in this dim, flickering light. And okay, that is a success from Martin and Roger. So each of you will only lose 1 point of sanity, whereas Nigel will lose 4.
Oh no.
oh no.
It takes me to 15, which is the lower bound that I already have.
Okay, so don't lose any more. Yeah.
Um,
Nigel is, clearly shaken by this. I don't think you're yet indefinitely insane, I don't believe, but...
can we see if the gentleman is holding any kind of weapon, or...
There is a knife lying on the ground between the two of them. And you can see that it looks like one of the sleeves of Harrowell's straitjacket has been the bindings have been cut. But he is not holding the knife. He's just staring at the knife and the body in horror, silent, shocked horror.
Yep. And the other gentleman standing there with him.
No, there's just the two of them. There is Harrowell and there's a dead body. There is no sign of Evans. Evans is not in the stairwell anymore.
Okay, I misunderstood. Sorry.
Yeah, no, there's two people here. One of them's dead and one of them's Harrowell.
Okay.
What other exits are there in this area?
There's down the stairs and there's a door leading to the outside. And probably as you get here, the first of you here would have heard the sound of like a door slamming shut downstairs.
Hearing that, Roger will look to Nigel. He went out. I'm going.
Okay, I'll follow.
Okay. And
You're running after the direction where you heard Evans going.
Actually, should we put Harrywell back in his room so he's away from this?
The other two have already legged it. You're talking to Harrywell and a dead body. But you can do that. You can do that if you want.
Would it take long to do that just to get him? But his bindings been cut or something?
Like one of his arms is free, essentially. Yeah.
What I'll try to do is try to rush him back to his room and back sleeve tied. Is he not shifting at all?
He's not in a particularly cooperative state of mind. He's like, if you come near, he shies back, shrinks away. The devil walks. The devil.
I'm going to leave and go after Nigel and Roger then.
Okay, so Nigel and Roger have got a bit of a head start on you now.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to resolve. First person to go outside is probably Avery. Avery, you exit the main building at the bottom of the north stairs, out into the courtyard. You emerge out into the dark of the night. You look around and you see a tall figure emerging at a fair pace, I'd say even a run, out of a door at the south side of the building. The figure looks around in the dark of the night and he's going to turn to run sort of further southwards down towards the gardens and the trout ponds.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, you're running after? Right.
Yep.
And you run sort of, I'd say about halfway. What's your move speed? 7. You're not the fastest man around here. You sort of got about almost to the south door as the south door opens again, and Nigel and Roger come running out into the night.
Wait, that way.
Okay.
Which way did he go?
Oh. He went that way.
That away.
I guess. So yeah, we
look
hear
where
and
he
see
points.
Avery.
You can see it is dark out here in the night. Any of you trying to like spot exactly where your quarry is can give me a spot hidden now, if you wish to.
Wow. Oh wait.
Yeah, Avery, he's there. He's there. You can see exactly where he is. You see as Tofu like ducks under a branch. He's like weaving his way through the gardens. He's got a little bit of a head start on you, but you never know. If you might be able to catch up with him.
Yeah. Giving up stealth. Roger will definitely book it. I don't know how his move rating is compared to Evans, but
your move rate is faster than Evans. Essentially, you. Roger is both faster than everyone else in the group and also faster than Evans. You are going to be catching up with him before any of the others, barring any disasters on the way. So, what we have as Martin, you're a little behind the others. Are you also setting off in pursuit?
Oh, yep, following them all.
So, as our group of 5 are heading down, sort of away from St. Agnes into the garden, this is our order. In the lead, we have Evans. Like coat flapping behind him, he's like legging it into the gardens. Behind him and gaining on him is Roger. Next up behind Roger, I believe we have Nigel, who is probably also beginning to gain on Evans. Next and further at the back, we have Avery, who is not gaining on Evans, so the gap between Avery and Nigel is starting to widen. And then further back still, we have Martin bringing up the rear, who is moving about the same pace as Avery, but left a little later. Stopped to try and talk to Harrywell. So as this line of people is sort of making their way down through the gardens.
Am I close enough to where Evans could probably hear me? I'm not trying
Yeah.
to shout to alert everyone in
You
the
reckon
asylum.
he can definitely? You reckon that he is definitely? You see him glance back over his shoulder. He is aware now of this pursuit. You can hear the feet crunching on gravel. Like this is no longer sort of a tiptoe. This is 5 people legging it at top speed in the dark. And speaking of which, I want a dexterity roll from each one of you to avoid tripping head first into a pile as you leg it through a garden you are unfamiliar with in the dark. I'm also going to roll for bad news for you. I rolled a 7 for Evans here.
Oh wow.
This guy is nimble. Okay.
And he knows the course.
Yeah, he knows the course. I'm gonna say,
to a forest.
yeah, Avery. Unless you're going to spend any luck on that, you like you just foot skids on gravel. You catch a thing on the edge of and you just like face plant in the path.
I'm just staying there.
It does mean I catch up to Avery as I carry on
Martin
running.
catches up.
Yep.
Martin catches up to Avery. Yeah, Martin moving with surprised nimbleness, just dodging and ducking and weaving through under like low branches around the edge of an ornamental pond. Nigel also pretty Nigel is starting to catch up with Roger. Like Nigel is moving pretty dexterously. So I'm gonna say Roger and Nigel are almost neck and neck. You are gaining now on Evans as you approach sort of the edge of where the lakes are and the ponds are. What do you want to do?
I will call out, seeing that Evans can hear me, and I will cast Dominate towards him.
Okay, this is it, yeah.
Because, we know how this went the last time there was a chase.
You have never used this before, have you?
Dominate? Yeah.
Oh, you have, yes. Yes, you did. You used it on the old lady in the woods.
Yeah, when they blew up the castle.
Yes. Sorry,
It
it was the
worked
other spells
once,
you've
and
not
then-
used before. Yes, yes,
It
It's
sorry.
was
also the
once.
spell he started with.
And
Yes,
never, yeah.
this is a horrible flashback. Yeah. Okay, so this is not a first casting. This is just a contested power roll.
Yep. Yeah, power roll.
Well, I rolled a 99.
Oh my god!
So you call out to him. What is your command? What are you telling him to do?
I
It
will
says-
call out. Yep. Stop running and lay on the ground immediately.
So your voice rings out, and the rest of you sort of hear this voice. It sends like the hairs on the back of your neck standing on end as it rings through the night. And Evan stops her and then just stumbles and sort of collapses down to his knees on the edge of the trout pond, and then like this promoter just like flops onto his back for an instant, which is he shudders and starts shaking it off almost straight away, but that is enough for Roger and Nigel to catch up to where he is at the edge of the pond. And Martin, you're almost there. Avery, you're further back, depending on whether you want to get up and join this.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna run as much anymore.
Okay.
After I've just
So
face planted.
Roger and Nigel,
Mhm.
I'm going to say, Nigel,
Yeah.
you're doing this in dexterity order now. So, 'cause I've got something up my sleeve. What are you doing? Evans is starting to get up to his feet, but he's
I'm
sort of
going to-
blinking off the effects of this.
I'm going to try to grab his arm and twist it behind his back and then kneel full body on his back.
Okay, give me a fighting roll for this. Roger, I believe you need to deduct some magic points and sanity
Oh,
for
thank
that.
you. Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Yeah.
No,
I
it's
totally
right.
forgot.
I forgot it as well.
Yeah,
Regular
that was
or,
1 and 1 on that. Yeah.
Bonus.
I'm going to say you got a bonus die because, yeah, he's down on the ground already and he's, fighting off the effects of...
It didn't matter.
He, thrusts his elbow into you, he, fights back against you, shoves you off.
11 points of luck.
You know what? I will
I mean-
spend that.
But you get a lucky grab on him and manage to, get his arms held. You have him. He's struggling against you. He's pretty strong. He's like struggling against you. Roger, you're the next sort of nearest person. What are you doing?
So I see Nigel kind of grapple
Yes.
Evans. I'll run up in front of him to face him, and I will pull out the knife and hold it to his throat and just tell him, you make a noise, and you're going to look like... oh, God, what was his name?
Long. Frederick
Long,
Long.
thank you. Yeah. You make a noise, and you'll end up like Long.
Give me an intimidation roll with a bonus die.
Sweet. This will probably not work.
It does.
Oh my
God! Hard success.
What?
Given that you have a 15 intimidate, that is...
Yeah.
Evans falls silent. You see him stop struggling. And this gives long enough for Martin and Avery to catch up, so all four of you can be at the lakeshore. We sort of drop out of, essentially, initiative, we call it, sort of order, as he... Who are you?
That doesn't matter. What are you doing? What are you doing with Roby?
Ruby. Ruby knows how to make it work. He knows the secret. He can call Carcosa to us.
Oh, we've seen that musical.
Yes, we did. Well, mostly.
Play in London.
You have seen the yellow sign.
Yeah, we've seen that.
You know
Lucy.
then. You know the king will come. The king must come this winter.
Nope.
The stars are aligned. His sign is rising. The king will come. But we must call Carcosa for him to come.
I mean, you can also just not do that, and then you gets to wait another couple of thousand years.
No.
And not gonna happen. You're nicked, matey.
We're not going to let that happen.
No, the stars have aligned. The signs are right. He will come. He has been called.
Not yet, he hasn't. I know it wouldn't work. I know it's not going to work. What's in the lake?
Lake. There is a city on the lake, dreaming, rising from the water. Yes, we need the lake. Of course, we need the lake. These ponds won't be enough. We need a proper lake, a real, true lake, and more people. More.
Yeah, keep that.
Roby's not enough.
I'll just start ripping his soul out.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to get anywhere with him. He's insane.
Yeah.
Actually, could I do a psychology roll to see if he's insane first?
Yeah, you can give me a psychology roll.
No, that's a fail. I can't tell, but
You can't, I mean, look,
it sounds mad.
basically that means I'm not giving you any additional information as this man goes, we can call Carcosa. The king in yellow shall come. He must come, but we must call Carcosa in order to call him. They, the people who walk in dreams, shall call to him and bring him. And you're going to try starting to
And basically
rip out his mind.
rip out his mind, place it in a signet ring, the one I had made recently.
Okay.
It's, I think, a contested power roll.
Yes.
Because I think it's not quite mind transfer, it's a variation.
Have you never done this before? I don't think you've actually... Have you ever ripped out anyone's mind and put it somewhere else?
Yes and no. I've returned it to their bodies because I did it against the Dark Lord in the woods.
Yeah, was that
That was the
Was that
Mathers.
mind transfer spell, or was that? I believe that was more of I think that was a mythos roll we did that with.
I can't remember. It was a power roll I had to do to
Yeah, I'm going
return
to
the
ask you
souls.
to give me a power roll here.
Does not matter. It's hard anyway.
It's a hard success. Yes.
Would an extreme be better for this, or
Well, let me see what he's got.
what would I need to make it an extreme?
4 points.
4 points.
It's an
I'll just-
opposed- Yeah.
To be fair, I want this to work, so I will spend the 4 points to make it an extreme success, to make it go exactly as I want it to.
Okay, so you begin doing this. And I would like you to roll me deduct 10 from your magic points,
Okay.
which I don't know how many you have total, but
A fair number.
how many do you have total?
18.
Okay, yeah, in which case that's fine. We're not having to chip. You can spend more magic points than you have. However, any overspend is spent out of hit points.
Yep.
Just to make that clear for future spellcasting. I'd also like you to roll me 1d10.
7.
And deduct 7 from your sanity.
Okay.
Where does that put you at now compared to your today's limit of sanity loss?
I started at 68. I'm now on 60, so I'm okay for another 6 points of loss.
Okay. I do need you to make me a little intelligence roll. You can realize the importance of what you just done here. Realize the horror of what you have just completed. No,
I know nothing.
No, you're able to rationalize this away. You're able to rationalize all the horror of what you're doing here. Despite losing 7 points of sanity, you are not suffering a bout of madness. However, Evans here is suffering a lot more. So what the rest of you see is Martin starts to sort of mutter under his breath. He starts to mutter under his breath, and the air around you is to crackle and tense. And as you look, you see Martin's eyes just flood black from side to side, just utter darkness. And in that darkness, you see the void, you see the dark depths of space beyond. And those of you, I think that's just Avery and Nigel, who have seen the truth, with a capital T, of the gate, can see so that just a glimpse into that void beyond, that eternal darkness and potential, and reaches the depths of the universe. A glimpse for a moment in Martin's eyes as he starts to pull whatever it is of Evans's mind out of Evans, and Evans just tips back his head and screams. This loud, terrified, panicked, pleading scream. I need everybody who's not Martin involved here to give me a sanity check of what Martin is doing here. What you are witnessing.
Is it also possible, because I'm right there in front of him, to cover his mouth as he starts to scream?
Yeah. So
Okay.
he starts off this piercing scream and then...
Yeah, just not let everyone know. Sanity roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, as yeah?
No, I'll let it roll.
To be fair, they don't actually
You
know what
can't
I'm
spend luck on
doing.
sanity.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, yeah, then it will.
They don't know exactly what you're doing, but they know
it's
that
not
whatever
good.
you're doing is terrible.
But they will probably hear the words about Yogg-Sothoth at some point.
Yeah.
He knows the gate. He is the gate.
He is the gate. He is the gate.
He'll be reaching towards them, trying to pull.
Yeah.
Okay. Roger will put that in his back pocket, recognizing that name.
Avery, Roger, and Nigel, I would like each of you to roll me a 1d4. I'm going to let this decide it on each of you here rather than do it centrally.
Oh, great.
3.
Okay, so please deduct the given value from your sanity. Nigel, I believe that definitely puts you into a bout of madness.
It does?
Avery, how are you looking?
I am at 31 of 28, so I'm still good.
Okay, so you don't
Look.
shrink back from what it is that Martin is doing here. Nigel, roll me 1d10.
Okay.
That's
Oh no.
7.
Nigel takes a couple of staggering steps back, and the rest of you watch as he just turns and just books it into the night. Just fleeing in panic before whatever is going on here. Nigel, you should just you're just out of here. Like, you can't stay here. You can't stay here. Whatever's you run.
Smart move.
So
Now, realize that this means I had let go of
Yeah.
Evans.
yeah, so Evans isn't struggling anymore. Evans, this
Evans has left
scream, you let go of Evans, you run, he screams, his head back to the sky as if he's like staring up. His last sort of muffled, trying to talk around Roger's hand. And then he just slides down to the ground.
Are we the baddies?
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's still breathing. His heart's still beating. But he just stares up at the sky with these empty eyes. Martin, you feel something flutter through your mind, like for a moment, almost as though the mind of Evans tried to grasp hold of your own body, and you force in this ring on your finger. It burns almost white hot against your hand. A mind in it, for now at least. Roger, you feel the knife in your hands. It was like a pulse through it in response to whatever just happened here. This magic, this power unleashed and used. The knife, almost like it trembles, almost like it was afraid for a moment of the force unleashed here. And then things fall quiet and still on the shores of the magnificent trout pond.
Oh, that was a fine how do you do.
Oh,
We should probably find Nigel.
yeah. I'll explain more as we try to find him. Everyone okay?
No.
I would like to point for the record that even though you like, I don't think Nigel and I don't think Avery and Roger are okay necessarily in this moment. I'm not sure Martin's okay.
I'm
I was busy, and do you know which direction Nigel went off in?
and I'll just point to the direction Nigel went. Martin, he mentioned that Roby knew the process. Should we take care of Roby too?
I don't know. As John said, I
can't-
knew we needed to stop this person. And from what
Yeah.
the other one was saying, he kept healing up when he was cutting himself.
Yeah. I'll have a chat with Roby. We need to know.
Whether Obi will carry on.
Yeah. We can't let this happen.
Okay, so you're going. Are the three of you going back to the asylum now, or are you retrieving Nigel first?
I'm gonna go and look for Nigel. You two can deal with this.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
not gonna be good in there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so Roger and Martin start trunking their way back up through the gardens to St. Agnes, whilst Avery sets off looking for Nigel in the gardens. So Roger and Martin, as you make your way back up, back through the door, back into that stairwell where Harrowell is still huddled against the wall, shaking, like he's sort of rocking back and forth slightly now, going, "No, I didn't, it wasn't me, I didn't do it." And
Actually,
the dead body is still there on the ground.
I've got an idea.
What's that?
You go chat to Roby. I'm gonna take a handkerchief out and I'm gonna pick the knife up, and I'm gonna run back to Evans and put the knife in his hand.
Okay, so you're taking the knife from the stairwell and you're taking it back out to
Yeah, but not actually
essentially semi-comatose Evans who's sprawled
Yeah.
on the shore of this lake. Okay.
I'm going to basically probably get some. Yeah, that's the point. I'll pick up it, but we've using my handkerchief so I don't leave fingerprints, because fingerprints are a thing now.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
You've kept up to date with this modern technology.
Yep, and effectively I'm going to plant it on Evans.
Okay. All right. So you go to plant this knife on Evans down by
And then I'll return to
lake
catch
shore.
up with Roger.
Yeah. Okay. Whilst this is going on, Avery, you look at Nigel in the gardens. I'm going to ask you to make me a track roll here to determine how long it's going to take you to track down Nigel in the dark
I
around
can't
St.
just
Agnes.
see him, right? That's
Yeah.
fine.
No, it's dark.
No, I'm
Well,
not tracking anything.
I'm going to say it's going to take you quite a while to find him. Like, Nigel has legged it quite a way. Eventually, you find him way, way off on the edge, on the other. Somehow he's got around the other side of the trout pond, through a thicket, over a wall, through a hedge, and into the edge of a field. And Nigel, you could come to your senses standing in this field. Like, you're soaked in water up to the knee where you like stumbled through the pond at some point. You've been scratched by brambles.
This feels familiar.
There's leaves in your hair. There's something horribly, I think. No, that wasn't Nigel. I think you had the experience with the hedge.
Right.
That was another man in another life who bought a hedge and lost.
I mean, that's hedges.
Yeah, but you're still standing here looking up, and above you, the open, empty night sky, the moon and the stars looking down at you, almost staring down at you. You feel the vastness of the sky above, the sense of being watched. The sky above is taking note. And then you hear a rustling behind you as Avery maneuvers his way through the hedge.
Do I recognize him?
Yes, you
Okay.
are calmed down a little now. You're no longer in a bout of madness. You're still indefinitely insane at the moment. But
Okay.
yeah.
Good. Okay.
Avery, they're
Yeah.
watching us.
What, the stars? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see it too? You see them?
I mean,
I mean,
that's where the guy with the gates is, right?
yeah.
I think I forgot. Oh well, whatever. It's not too good to linger with the thoughts of that stuff that makes you mushy in your brain. You've been running through the pond, I guess.
I was going to ask, how did I get here?
The cross country, I guess.
Yeah, the last thing, Nigel, the
Appalachian.
last clear memory you have before you remember running, but your last distinct memory before that is just seeing Evan screaming at the sky as Martin tore his soul out from his mind.
Which, fair enough. I guess the guy's not going to do anything to anybody anymore.
Is Mr. White okay?
I think so. I mean, Martin and Rogers are inside, trying to take care of something. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see it. Probably better that way. And so I was, coming for you, looking after you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, but how do we catch up to the others?
I
have
think it's
no
probably
idea.
best if we just go and get to the hotel and get you some fresh clothing. I don't think there's
That'd
a lot
be good.
for us to do up in there, unless you want to loot the thing or something.
No, I'm done.
Yeah.
So, all right.
They'll be getting the way out, right? We'll be
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, up at the asylum, so Roger and Martin, you'd headed up there together, and then Martin has temporarily gone back to take the knife and plant it on Evans's body. Roger, you're waiting here in this stairwell with Harrowell still sort of muttering to himself, and the dead body. Do you want to wait for Martin to return before doing anything else, or is there anything else you want to do in Martin's absence?
Roger considered going up to the room beforehand, but feeling compassion for Harrowell, he kind of tries to pull him away, like so he's not facing the dead body, and in a calming tone. We know you didn't do it.
The devil walks. You saw him, right? You saw him.
We saw. The devil will not bother you anymore.
You can't get rid of the devil. You can't kill the devil. The devil himself.
There's more.
He has many faces.
Well, he has one less after tonight.
And you sort of shrink back from it. No, I see the devil in you too. I see the devil in you, the darkness.
We all have a little darkness in us. It's what we choose to do with it. Even an evil man can do something good.
And it's at this point that Martin returns.
Yep. Come on, let's get you back to your room.
Sort of shakily gets to his feet, supporting himself against the wall, like almost trying not to look down at Frederick's body on the
I'll
stairs.
probably try to position myself so I'll shield him from seeing it as well. I'll try and help the same sort of idea that Roger's got, just try and help calm him down.
And I'll have my hands kind of on him, just pushing, not pushing him forward, but keeping him face away.
Okay, and together you can help Harrowell back to his cell.
And probably secure his loose arm again.
Okay, yeah.
And just secure him as if he never left.
Yep.
He doesn't struggle as you sort of reattach the bindings with the straitjacket. Like, he seems to be stuck between fear of you and sort of relief and, like, maybe the devil is gone. Maybe not. But it's gone for now, at least.
Yep.
Just for now.
You're able to re-secure Harrowell, which only leaves the question of what to do with Alexander Roby.
I guess after we lock Harrowell's door, I'll open the hatch again to see what Roby's doing.
Okay, you open the hatch. You see, Roby is no longer sort of huddled on the bed. He's standing on it. Looks like he's trying to reach up to look out the little, like, high up window in the edge of his cell. And failing to do so because he's not quite tall enough.
Does he look?
He's looking away from you, and there's a little, like, he is wearing, like, plain clothes. He's not in a straitjacket.
Okay.
Trying to see anything?
I'll relay what I'm seeing to Martin.
Oh, you're talking to Martin, not to Roby. Sorry,
Actually,
I think you're talking to Roby there.
That scared me.
am I with Roger at this point, or actually no?
Okay.
Roger's ahead of me, weren't you?
Yeah, no, this
we
is after
went
you caught. Yeah,
together.
this is
I
after
waited,
you caught. You're together.
Yeah, we're together.
I waited. Yeah, I assumed you're like right there.
Oh yeah, we helped each other up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I'll lean in and just let Martin know he's not in a jacket. He's facing away from us. We need to make sure.
we need to find out what he's going to do.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
let's do this.
Let's just talk to him and see.
Yeah. Before we open the door, I'll go ahead and hide the knife, the dagger, up my sleeve, just so Roby doesn't see that as we're walking in. And I guess we'll...
Should we knock?
Well, you know what? Keeper, did Evans knock when he opened the door?
Evans did not knock.
No,
Okay.
but I'm just thinking politeness.
Well, if we don't knock, he'll assume it might be Evans. Catch him off guard.
Okay, let's just go.
So
You
open the
lead,
door.
I'll follow.
Okay.
And as the sound of the door opens, Ruby starts to turn and starts to say, I told you, I don't know what happened.
Mr. Roby?
You're not Evans.
No,
No.
I don't think Evans will be coming
Actually,
here.
no,
for some
actually, no,
time.
that's not what he'd say. You're not Edwards.
You mean Evans?
Oh, yeah, Evans.
You said Edwards.
Edwards, Evans, whatever he's calling himself at the moment.
He called himself Edwards?
He calls himself Evans now, yes.
Well,
Now.
used to.
Yes.
Used to?
So, what is this about the King in Yellow that Evans was talking about?
You...
The book.
The book? You know about the book?
Well, what about the... Oh, actually, you wrote a book.
Who are you?
Thomas-
Edwards didn't send you? Did Quarry? Are you his quarry?
What do you mean his quarry?
No. Malcolm. Quarry. No?
Eh? I'm confused. What do you mean, quarry?
Or bacon?
I'm
Who
not
sent you?
sausages.
Who are you? Who are you with?
Mr. Roby, what do you know about Carcosa?
Who's
You see, like he sort of steps forward,
He's
and as the
getting
light sort of
confused.
falls on him, you see, like he's like this sort of smallish looking man. Looks very sort of scruffy and unkempt. Has this dishevelled straw blonde hair, like quite like hazel eyes. And as he like leans forward, you sort of this like. It's not literal light in his eyes, just to make it clear given recent events, but like a little brightness in his eyes. He's like, you know about Carcosa? Have you been there? Have you seen it?
Have you?
Only in dreams. I think, maybe, a glimpse. But
not the best of tourist destinations, though.
no, it's fascinating. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Really?
Yes. It's like no place on this world. It is no place on this world. It is a place called forth from far beyond. It's incredible. You should see it.
Well, have a seat. Tell us about
I
it.
wish I would offer you a seat. I'm a little lacking in
So-
good hosting facilities here. I'm
You-
afraid.
Are you trying to get to Carcosa?
I tried at first, but no. It was Edwards and Corey who decided we should do it the other way. Not us go to Carcosa. Bring Carcosa to us.
That seems a lot more effort, though. It'd be much easier to
but-
move you to it.
No, this way, everyone can walk Carcosa, and Carcosa can be upon this earth. Is that not better?
No,
Yes.
really.
Well,
I mean, the weather's dreadful in Carcosa. It just rains all the time.
It wasn't raining when I was there.
You must have arrived in the summer.
Mr. Roby,
Yes,
continue, please. Continue.
but so you. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I forgot
Oh.
the rains and
Well-
Carcosa. Yeah. So we Edwards was going to help me.
Yes.
To bring
Edwards.
Carcosa to us, but you.
Well, yes. Mr. Evans said you knew how to bring Carcosa to us.
Yes, but look. But you haven't spoken to any of the others? You haven't seen the Pallid Mask? Have you not been down to the lake? No?
Keeper, given I don't know the entire spell of oh god, I had it written down.
Call Carcosa?
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, actually, I think let's literally call
It was-
it's called Build Carcosa Upon Earth.
Yeah, I had it written down as
Yeah.
something else.
Yes.
Summon scary thing.
Yeah, Summon Scary
yeah.
Thing. I can now reveal Summon Scary Thing is Build Carcosa Upon Earth.
Bill Coco. There we go. Okay. Given I don't know the entirety of it, would I be able to utter a few words? Possibly?
Yes,
Like
you would.
the few that I know?
Yeah?
Okay. I'll utter a few of those words,
And, like-
staring Roby in the eyes.
Ruby like reaches out, like grabs you like by the forearms, like, yes, exactly! That, you see! You
I
read my book!
understand.
You see!
I did.
I hope that if enough people read it, someone might do it and actually make it
Yes.
work. Sorry.
Tell Mr. Roby,
Yeah.
is there anyone else who knows how to do this?
Well, anyone who's read the book should be able to put it together. It's quite simple, really.
You, it was hidden very, very well. I'm still uncovering so many of the
Oh,
secrets
well,
that you've put in there.
Maybe I overdid the cipher a little. I just didn't.
You know if there's any more copies of this book out there? Of this?
They only did one print run. I think only about 100 or so out there. Unfortunately.
You don't have a copy of it then?
No, they don't let me have books anymore.
Why? What did you do to them?
Nothing. I just ripped a few pages out to write on, and now they
You
won't let
should-
me have any books out of the library anymore.
Yeah, you should never rip up books.
They do seem to be upset about that.
It's those librarians you have to watch out
They won't
for.
let me have pencils either.
What did you need those for?
Writing.
Well,
Well,
And
what,
then they wouldn't let me. They scrubbed all my writings off the walls. Like, just
More-
pass on the message to help people understand the seed to call Carcosa, to build Carcosa upon this earth. Nobody understands, but you understand, right? You see it.
I have.
hmm.
I have seen it. Yes.
Be sure it
understand.
wouldn't be much better to try and send yourself there instead of trying to call it. It seems a lot of work,
Yeah, but
really.
that would be selfish. I mean, yes, I could walk Carcosa, and that's fine, but to keep such wonder to myself?
But,
Hmm.
Mr. Roby, what if someone else discovered the way to bring Carcosa here? Wouldn't you enjoy being able to go there yourself and let another take care of that?
Okay, I think I see where you're coming at here. I am going to ask
Maybe.
for some sort of role from Roger here.
Yeah.
This is probably fast talk. I think.
It pretty much is.
And I'm going to
Right.
give you a bonus die because you've
Yeah.
proved to him that you do know. You've read his book. You know
Yeah.
how, or at least partially, how to build
Yep.
Carcosa upon
Is
Earth.
there any way I can support Roger in this once I see that he's trying to con him?
What are you doing to support him?
Basically, repeating what his side of his argument.
Okay.
That's all
Yeah.
I can do, really. I don't know enough of the spell.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing a spell.
No, but
No.
Oh.
your
Oh,
argument
Yeah.
to
gotcha,
try and
gotcha,
convince
yeah,
him.
Yeah. This couldn't be a persuade, could it?
I would say this would be a hard persuade or a standard fast talk.
Oh, that's gonna be bad either way. We'll go fast talk then. With the
And
bonus
And
die.
if Martin is helping you, I will let you
Uh-huh.
have an additional bonus die.
Okay,
brings
that's
you up
just
to-
clicking the purple still?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be reading the top line. We've got 2 bonus.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I mean, what is that?
18 points.
18 points?
18
Okay, thank
points
you.
of luck would make this a success.
We're doing
or
it.
you can push this roll. And I would say pushing this roll and failing it would mean that not only is Roby convinced that you're definitely going to do this, someone else out there will be convinced that you're definitely going to do this and take an interest.
can I?
So look or push. There's your choices here to
Oh.
make this a success.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can't take over the role as such of a persuade?
That would count as a pushed roll. But if you want to take over and push this, you can do.
Up to you,
Um,
really, Roger.
Yeah.
I can take over if I can treat it as I don't know, persuade.
Standard
I mean,
fast talk or hard
yeah.
persuade. You can
I've-
basically you can sort of step in and take the lead.
Okay,
Seeing
so
that Roger is sort of
altering a bit.
you see where Roger is beginning here, but
Yeah.
So
I've
I'd
got the
say
luck.
I
I've got the
could-
luck to spend.
Yeah.
I've got the luck.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go with
I-
that then.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're going
I'm
with the
sitting.
luck.
I've currently got 54 just to pull
Okay.
the curtain aside. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is. Let me do the math. 36. Okay. Let me. I'll just
So,
go ahead and spend the 18
Yeah,
points.
I mean, maybe it's because Roby's mind is completely in tatters, and he is obsessed with it. This has been the focus. He's been stuck in a blank-walled room with nothing to do but think about his dream of what he's going to do, and nobody to talk to about this other than Edward/Evans, who has been relentlessly encouraging him that this is a brilliant idea. That when someone else comes along and seems convinced of this brilliant idea and says they're going to take care of it, he believes you. He goes nods. I go there, but you will take care of it. You will finish the work.
I will. I will.
You will do it.
Yes. What will you do? How will you get there? Do you know the
Dream.
way?
I will find the way. In dream, I will find the way. There's a secret,
Trust
there's a
me.
trick to it, but I will find the way.
Okay.
And I'll meet
Trust
you
me.
there.
You will. I will meet you there. Yes.
I promise. I will meet you there.
In Carcosa.
But
Yes.
listen,
Yes.
Edwards has it all mixed up and wrong. He thinks we can do this. We could have done this alone. We needed more. There must be more
More.
people. One man alone cannot do this. Not 2 nor 3. I'd say at least like 7, 9 maybe. Upon the shores of the lake, you can. That's where it should be done. Sing Casilda's song, speak the rites, and build Carcosa upon this earth, so that all may walk among it, and so that the king may come this winter. You understand?
I do.
You
I do.
understand? Good.
The lake up in Scotland.
Any lake.
Any
If
like
the water runs
Any.
deep and cold, any lake will do. He sort of sinks back, sort of nodding to himself, satisfied that somebody else will do this great work.
Okay, shall we go and catch up with the others?
I think so. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Rest, Mr. Roby. I'll see you in Carcosa,
I'll see.
and leave it to me.
Yes. Yes. And so, the two of you closing up Roby's door and heading back out. I want the two of you to give me a group look roll, please.
Mine's at 36 now.
That's yours then.
Okay. Oh God.
As you're
Lovely.
heading back out of the main building, you hear the crunch of footsteps in gravel approaching. You see the gleam of light, and you see coming around the corner of the administration building the large and hulking form of Walter Price. You have this moment, you see Price coming around the corner. What are the two of you doing?
I think run. I don't know.
Honestly,
Hide or
Run?
run.
yeah, run.
Okay. You just turn and start bucking it off into the night.
Before he gets a chance to
You
get
hear
a thought,
a shout
basically.
Yeah.
of "Oi!"
Actually,
What?
can we run so we run past where Evans is? So if he decides to chase us, he'll stop probably at
Yes,
Evans.
yeah. You can
Okay,
run.
yeah.
As you
I'm
book
cool with
it into the night, I am going to ask for one last roll from each of you. This is going to be a dexterity roll to see how you do pushing it
Oh.
into the darkness.
Oh, that's a fail for me.
So, you
Oh wow.
legging it back down this slope through the gardens to veer around the trout ponds.
We lose the
There's-
fight with a hedge, don't we?
Yep.
You just like trip and stumble on like a branch that's partly across the path, and the two of you like crash into each other and crash down to the ground. Now, this is about the same time that Avery and Nigel were just going, right, we're going to go back down to the town, get dried off, get cleaned off, we're just going to make our way, like, calm and not say anything, and you're just sort of heading back around when you hear this almighty, like, crashing sound of two people crashing into each other up in the direction of the gardens. And you can choose to either continue heading down to the town or go up and see if you can help.
Can we hear them talking or saying anything?
Well,
right?
Okay, if you're stopping to think about it, we go back to Roger and Martin, who you crash into each other. You're like down on the ground. You can hear Price is
We're probably
gaining on
just
you
going to-
fast.
Yeah, we'll just probably keep going. I mean,
Okay.
if we run past so he sees Evans's, he's going to stop there.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see if he spots Evans. This is, you know
Well,
what?
he's not small.
Well, Evans was fair. Evans was tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you,
Yeah.
he seems to be focused. He does not seem to be stopping. He's gaining on you as he hurtles down this path. Going, hey, you! Stop! Stop!
How close is he?
Well, actually, should we split up?
He's like far away. Hang on.
Okay.
1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, 15 meters.
Is okay? Can he hear me if I call out?
Yes.
Okay. And did Martin ask if we should split up?
Yeah.
Okay, I think so. And Roger will call back. God, this is probably not going to work. Roger will call back and use Dominate.
Okay, give me that
Because
power roll.
Why not push the red button? Oh,
What are you telling him to do?
oh, I did not expect that to work.
He's not that strong-minded.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Stop.
Run away.
Stop. Yeah. Stop.
Yeah.
Turn around and run in the
Yeah,
opposite
it's
direction.
very much a simple instruction. It's not a complex thing.
Yeah.
He stops to a halt.
Yeah.
Just for long enough for the two of you to get away into the night. And perhaps in stopping, that stops him long enough for him to see Evans lying on the side of the trout pond. And that's long enough for the four of you to all leave St. Agnes and return back down to your hotel. I assume that you must have got a taxi up here, with no means for you to call someone to get you back down here. It's a long and cold walk in the dark to get back down into the city, to get back down to your hotel.
Plenty of time to talk.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to talk. As you're trudging your way back, is there anything you want to discuss on this walk back down before you get back to the warmth and safety of your hotel?
Roger definitely has something for Martin. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah. That thankfully did not go how I planned.
How did you plan?
I was worried we were going to have to take Mr. Roby's life, but
Yeah, we didn't have to.
we didn't, thankfully. We convinced him that because I understand part of the spell, and I was able to show that, I'll take over. And he will give up the pursuit of summoning Carcosa.
So at least we don't have to worry about him trying it now.
Yeah.
The gentleman Evans, same person.
Yeah.
I think Edwards was the person whose house we went into in London, who had the sign on the
so.
wall where we found the book.
What happened to him after, well, whatever happened to me? I found myself elsewhere.
What did you do?
Yeah.
He's sort of here,
Where?
the ring. Do you remember when we went to the gate?
Yeah.
In the dream realm.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Roger, you won't be aware of this. Some time ago, we it's a long story to explain.
I understand.
Avery had vanished with Miss Sword, and we went. I thought I could track him in dreams. So I entered the dream realm and I found out I could get my answers somewhere else. So I went to find something I was told was the Lord of the Dream. It sounds bizarre, it's very strange. And there's this castle, and I was told I'd get all my answers there. So I was also concerned about someone whose soul seemed to be trapped somewhere. I wanted to find out a way to return it to their body. I'll explain more later who that was and what was going on with that. So I wandered into this castle, and I learned things. I think it was something called Yog-Sothoth. I think it's his castle. And I saw him and got loads of information, including the ability to manipulate minds. And I wanted to make sure Edwards couldn't be a threat anymore, so I removed his mind and placed it somewhere else. He's still alive. Don't know what I'll do with his mind, but it's no longer in his body, so he shouldn't be a problem. And we left the knife with his thing, so at least he'll get the blame for the murder. And
Good thinking.
Which he did.
yes, and they might tie him in with the first one as well.
Possibly. We do what we must. Pardon me, if I might ask, you mentioned a name?
Yes.
I've never pronounced it, but
Sothoth.
Yog-Sothoth?
Yog-Sothoth, I think.
Yog-Sothoth?
I believe that's the thing in the dream realm. But I think
came
he's
across that
where?
in my readings.
It's something to do with knowledge, but I don't know exactly what. I don't actually know what it is, other than offering knowledge.
You said you spoke?
I don't
with
think
this being?
not spoke as such.
Okay.
I was. It's not with the spoken word as such. I felt the thoughts in my head. Basically, all the knowledge, and I had to grasp. I had to focus on what I wanted to learn, and managed to grab hold of a couple of factors, or facts, I should say, rather than factors, before I woke up. I don't understand it, but when I woke up, I knew how to do that. So what I did with him, I knew how to do after my encounter with that entity. I don't think I'd struck a deal with it as such, or any sort of pact. I just seemed to gain that knowledge.
Huh.
But it wasn't easy, and it wasn't pleasant.
No.
Even from my side of things.
Yes. Cards on the table. I mean, when we first met, when you all walked out of the forest, and to save Charles and Maria, I told you what I had to do. I was given the gift that you all have seen, to bend others to my will. That's how I stopped Evans from that shadow deer being. But that wasn't the only gift. And I'll pull out the knife, the dagger. This was a physical representation of the deal that I made. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do with it, but Mr. White, when you did what you did, this reacted.
In what sort of way?
It almost felt like it was afraid.
Of what I did, or what was happening?
I'm not entirely sure.
Now that would be interesting to find out. So that came from that Lord in the Woods?
Yes.
Well, an interesting thing, which is a bit of a strange thing. A number of us have been to meet the gate, I'll call it. It seems to be tied in with time as well. And we didn't seem to have that bad of an encounter with this entity. We seemed to come off quite lightly considering what it was. Now we know more about it. We know what it is or was, or we've got... It's not like a walk in the woods. It's something different.
Yeah.
I mean... It's to do with time, and I'm wondering if when we encountered the Lord in the Woods in that stone circle, and Avery kicked the statue out of the thing and it shattered, whether he transported us through time. We didn't seem to come that badly from having encountered him. I'm just wondering if he had some sort of purpose in mind. And that's why he... If we had... We could not have done much against the Lord of the Wood. I mean, what you know exactly what I mean. You've met him.
I threatened to kill him.
Yeah, I don't think as much we could even do.
No,
it's not.
It actually intrigued him. So, yeah.
He'd probably find it amusing more than anything else that someone would. But I don't know what he is, but I'm wondering if this kick, us being knocked through time or slipped through time, actually saved us from that encounter, and there's something else tied in with this entity that we're not aware of. But it just seems a coincidence that it's tied in with time. All the group of us who were thrown through time, more or less, had encountered him.
Yes.
I mean, perhaps he's watching.
You talk of coincidence. You all were shot into the future, into my dig site, the moment my assistant went missing.
Yep.
Perhaps it wasn't coincidence.
I don't know how these things work.
No.
How these entities, we'll say entities because I'm not sure what they are, how they interact with one another.
To be fair, at this point, I find that we are not but puppets in the shadow games of these gods.
I'd like to learn more about this to be more useful, because as it is, I only know that one trick.
I am very curious about that as well, given the reaction of the dagger.
It's probably worth studying a bit more to find out what that dagger actually is and why it reacted that way.
I've been trying.
I'm sure we'll find out more.
Yeah.
Can I have I'll just not touch it, but having a closer look at the dagger. Can I tell what metal it's made of, Keeper, or what material or anything like that, or style, or...
I can't remember how much detail I described this dagger in before.
Just very sharp.
Yeah. It's, the only thing I can remember is just kind of a ceremonial dagger.
I'd say it looks it's got a blade about, I think, yay long.
Yeah, I think we said
Yeah.
Sort of sacrificial dagger size.
And I'd say the blade looks silver in colour, and examining it, like, it looks like at least it's been coated with or plated with silver. Like, it looks like a silvered blade. It's not very ornamental. The hilt of it is more practical than decorative, but it sort of fits comfortably in a hand. And there's almost like a groove down the back of the blade, was to like drain blood from whatever you're stabbing.
Very important.
But looking at it, holding it, are you touching it or just looking at it?
Just looking at it.
I'm just holding it.
I know not to touch these sort of things.
Yeah, it looks almost surprisingly unexceptional. Like, you know from what Roger said that this is a strange and like mystical artifact, but it doesn't glow. It doesn't have like tentacles or skulls all over it. It's just a knife.
No,
a silver knife.
No evidence of scratches, dents, corrosion, or any knife has
it is
tiny marks on it.
Beautiful in condition.
So it's completely flawless and...
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's a mind in that dagger then. But anyway.
But
at least we've dealt with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully the last we hear of Carcosa.
So yeah, you make your way, unless there's anything else anyone wants to discuss on the way, back down to your hotel to wash off mud and dirt and get the bits of hedge out of your hair. And you settle down to get some sleep, presumably before your planned return to London. And as you all settle down into sleep, Martin, I need you to make me a power roll.
Yeah, I will mention I'm not sleeping with the ring on me. I'm not doing that.
What are you doing with the ring? Where are you putting this ring?
Putting it in a drawer.
Okay.
And if I've got a way to lock it, I'm locking it. I'm not putting it under my pillow like someone may have put some statue.
That is the obviously perfect place to put a cursed object. It's under one's pillow whilst you're sleeping.
I'm not doing that.
No.
I'll put it in the drawer, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
Hard success.
Okay. As you fall to sleep, you feel something briefly at the edge of your mind, this whispering remnant of a voice of Montague Edwards, or Evans as you knew him, just whispering there, lurking for a moment, and then it's gone, and you sink into dream. But as you sink into dream, you dream you're walking along a busy street in a city. It is nighttime, and you're in a hurry, but there's pedestrians getting around who are getting in your way. And as you wake your way, you feel compelled to keep checking. Have you got your key? Ah, yes, you've got your key. You reach into your jacket and find this old-fashioned key on a long loop of string. You put it back in your pocket. It's safe. You've got your key. It's fine. Then you take your hand, it out of your pocket again, compelled to keep checking. You've got this key. But as you take it out this time, it's not a key, but a small human-like figure, this little, like a puppet, like nestled in your hand. And there's a strange smell in the air, like sweet rotten fruit. And when you look up, the city is gone, replaced by this flat landscape punctuated with mounds and hillocks and a few stunted trees. There are others standing there with you, but you look and you cannot see their faces. There is water nearby, and the wind blowing across its surface. It's dark, but there are stones by the edge of the water. The air changes. You feel something. Something is drawing near. And you wake. Morning has come.
I didn't recognise the city by any chance, did I?
No,
Oh.
but you awake. Morning has come, and as you each make your way down to breakfast, you see there is... all talk is about, well, I can say it's probably quite late by the time you all wake up. You had a late night, and there is already talk that something happened at St. Agnes. There's been police going up there, and it will take at least like another day for this actual news to properly make the papers. But when it does so, it will report the murder of an orderly at St. Agnes Asylum, and the arrest of a man named, at least in the papers, as Mark Evans. I have to check what his first name was. Pending investigation. It seems like there's more investigations. There's talk about reopening the investigation into the death of Cuthbert Yates. But how this will play out in the long term is... it takes a long time to investigate a murder when almost everyone involved is insane, and there are very few reliable witnesses, and a lot of strange sort of evidence. Like, the police will get there, like, they've got an unresponsive man found at the edge of a lake with a knife in his hand, a dead man back up at the asylum, like, signs of, like, perhaps some kind of wild flight through the gardens, but no, like, he's got means, he's got opportunity, but what's his motive? And it's going to take them a long time to get to the bottom of this. But it's a little peek into the future. Eventually, we'll see Mark Evans locked away in St. Agnes in the very site of his own crimes.
But I will mention, I may sort of try to slip into the papers and sort of a tip, basically.
Oh, yes?
About his real name.
Okay. So, yes. How
Because
it goes out? The tip that he really is Montague Edwards.
Because anyone who knows him would be able to recognise him.
Yeah. Well, if that tip slipped in, that may see how
May
that
change
goes
things.
down the
Probably
line.
not anything good.
But that will have to wait for the future, as many things do. Because that is all for tonight's session. As our investigators depart Bristol with another plan to call the King in Yellow, tamp down. It's like whack-a-mole with cultists.